Damn, how long you been wearing them no-show socks for, Sonny?
Something that has become an unbearable thorn in my side are guys that I would refer to as non-starters. The experience that I've been having a lot lately is I frequent my apps a whole bunch. I have a grinder, I have a scruff, I have a growler. I'm not ashamed to be a part of that whole culture. But my experience thus far, there's basically been one of two guys who's ever really wanted to encounter with me. One are guys who are solely looking for sex with a slutty stoner boy, which is fine. That is not a complaint because that means I get laid consistently, and that's fine. The bigger issue is the other type of guy, the non-starters. These are the ones who will chat me up and have these nice conversations with me. When the inevitable discussion about meeting up in person comes up, they're usually the ones to initiate. I don't initiate these kind of things ever because I prefer to let somebody else kind of express their interest first, and then I can respond to it in kind. That way I don't go on a limb for no reason. But they'll initiate this whole idea of meeting up in person, and then I'll be like, okay, when do you want to meet up? And then they'll be like, how about this day? And inevitably, it'll be on a day that I have to work, or a day that I have some other obligation, so I can't do it on that day. And of course I tell them, and they're like, oh, and I'm like, oh, and it sucks. So then I tell them, well, if there's another day you have in mind, then let me know, and we can work something out. And then nothing ever happens from there. The guy who was so keen on meeting before suddenly just kind of ghosts away. And it's not even the ghosting so much that is a bother to me, because whatever, if you're not interested any longer, just like in a real life bar situation, you are under no obligation to keep talking to somebody that you don't have any interest in talking to. That's fine. My bigger issue is just, why waste my time? Especially if I have to go through the effort of messaging later, asking if you still wanted to meet up, and getting no response to that. Why waste my time getting me interested in going out and meeting in real life, and then just not respond or just disappear completely? Why even bother? Why even try to initiate something with anybody if you're just going to chicken out like that? And again, if you've just lost interest, which is fine, just say, you know what, I think I'd actually rather try someone else. Thank you for your time. And I would be okay with that, because at least that's some closure. And that's really the thing that makes it such a burden to me, is I do not like open-endedness. I like everything neatly braided, roped, knotted, and tightly closed. Any interaction, any transaction, any sort of encounter with another human, I want everything cut, dry, and finished. Otherwise, I just work myself up into anxiety trying to figure out where something goes from there, or I just get annoyed because, again, my time has been wasted when I could have been getting something at least a little easier and maybe a little sweatier.